Yeah, Sobrina, yeah. Mindful, side hustle. Money, money, money. We want the freedom, not the honey. Money, money, money. Build it once and it keeps coming. Money, money, money. From the laptop to the balcony. Money, money, money.
Welcome back to the Mindful Side Hustle Podcast. I am your host, Sobrina, and today I want to talk about something I think a lot of people need to hear. You probably do not need another side hustle idea. You need to pick one because there is no shortage of side hustle ideas right now. You can go on all the social media accounts, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere, and find 50 different ways to make extra money before you finish your morning coffee. You can sell digital products, start an Etsy shop, start a YouTube channel, create printable. It's endless. Sell on Amazon. So for a lot of people, the problem is no longer, I don't know what side hustle I could start. The real problem is, I don't know which one to choose. And sometimes we convince ourselves that we're still looking for the right idea when really we are afraid to commit to one. Because once you choose one, now you actually have to do something. Now you have to create the first product, post the first video, make the first offer, open the first shop, send the email, learn the tools, learn software. Maybe look a little silly while you're figuring it out. And that part isn't nearly as fun as watching another video called 10 side hustles you can start this weekend. Research feels safe. Starting feels risky. And I think that is where a lot of people get stuck. They become professional researchers. They save 300 Instagram posts. We screenshot, we have notes, we have folders, we have prompts, we have courses they haven't finished. Probably don't even open the darn course. We probably have 14 tabs open on their desktop, on their computer right now. And 6 months later, they still haven't actually started anything. And listen, I'm not saying research is bad. You should absolutely understand what you're getting into. But at some point, research become procrastination with better branding. At some point, you have enough information. You have to choose. And this is something I really want to emphasize because the message behind my brand, the Quiet Quitters Plan B, is not that everybody should quit their job. That is not what I preach. Your 9 to 5 may be working perfectly fine for you. You might actually like your job. You might like the benefit. Shoot, I get good benefit on my job. You like your coworkers. And you might have absolutely no desire to leave, and that's okay. But I still believe you should have a plan B before you need a plan B because life happens. Companies restructure, department close, budget get cut, people get laid off, leadership change, industry change, technology change. And sometimes something could happen on a random Tuesday that you never saw coming. And when that happens, having something else that you're already been building can give you options. That side hustle doesn't have to replace your salary. It doesn't even have to make thousands of dollars right now. Maybe it makes 100, 300, 500. Maybe it just paid a car insurance. Maybe it's simply something you enjoy doing outside of work. But here's the beautiful part. You don't know what it could become. You might start something as a fun little passion project and mess around and discover that people are actually willing to pay you for it. Then you make a few sales, then you improve, then you create another product, then somebody tells somebody else, and then you look up one day and think, wait a minute, when did this little side hustle turn into a business? That happens. It happens to me all the time because I stay doing me some side hustles. See, I'm not going to interject myself into this because I call myself the queen for side hustle. I start things and next thing you know, it start taking legs that I didn't want it to take legs. And that's because I always enter into everything that I do as a business. I see everything as a business. Anything could be a business. But it can't happen with the side hustle that stay inside your note app. It cannot happen with the Etsy shop you keep saying you're going to open. It cannot happen with that digital product you've been thinking about for 8 months. It can't happen with the YouTube channel that you only exists in your imagination. At some point you have to pick one. And I think one of the biggest reasons people struggle to choose is because they think they're making some permanent decision. And I'm here to tell you, you're not. Choosing a side hustle, you're not getting married. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to test something and decide you don't like it. You're allowed to discover that something look easier online than it actually is. You're allowed to pivot. But you need real information before you can make that decision. And you don't get real information from watching someone else do it. You get real information from doing it yourself. So instead of asking, what is the perfect side hustle for me? Try asking yourself this: what side hustle am I willing to test for the next 30 days? That is a completely different question, because now you're not looking for a lifetime commitment. You're running an experiment. Pick one today. Give yourself 30 days. And listen, I have a school community. It's called the Quiet Quitters Plan B. And that's all I talk about. I have side hustles. I have over 16 side hustle, like my core side hustle that is in my community, that I give people step-by-step instruction. Now, I don't necessarily want you to do this. This is going to be your thing. If it is, it's fine. It's there for your inspiration. I just want you to start something. It's fun. They're all fun. And the good thing about these side hustles that I have in my school community is that you have step-by-step guidance in how to do it. I'm saying this is what you do, then you do this, then you do that, and then you market it. Then this is how we're going to market it, right? No pressure, fun, easy. And I know that's what's easy to me might not be easy to someone else, but you're starting something. And when you start something and make your first dollar, ooh, baby, you're unstoppable. That's what happened to me. I can't even tell my story because my story is that I get in people's face and selling stuff because I create things that I know people are going to want. And I go to my warm market. I'm always bugging my friends and family, my co-working stuff. Look at this right here. And they'll buy it from me. Sometimes they'll buy it because they're trying to patronize me and stuff. And let me tell you something. A friend, a co-worker, a family member patronizing your business is gold. Sometimes your first customer are going to be your little warm market. They just give you some money for something you create. And I'm telling you, you get a nice little endorphin boost that allow you to keep going. And that's why I preach on doing things that are fun, something that you love. So I want you to pick one today. Give yourself 30 days. Learn the basic. Create something. Put it in front of people. See if you enjoy the work. See if there's a demand. See what questions people ask and see what sells. And come join my community. Sometimes I can't stress enough how important it is to join communities with like-minded people that you can run stuff by. In communities, you can develop friendship and stuff. You can run ideas by people because you're going to be around people that's doing the same things. And when we are around folks that are like-minded, we tend to grow, learn better, and accomplish things. It's always nice when you have people that you can keep you accountable, even if it's unofficial. You're like in a community where you can go in and say, hey, I did this, and get a little feedback. Then you have data. And then now you can make a better decision, because the side hustle you think you're going to love, you don't. And sometimes the random thing you decide to try turns out to be the thing you're actually good at. And that is why action teaches you things research cannot. And there's another thing I want you to think about. There is something called the paradox of choice. Basically, when we have too many options, instead of making us feel free, all those options can actually make it harder for us to make a decision. And I think side hustle culture has created exactly that problem. There are too many options. You see somebody making money with digital product and you think, that's what I need to do. Then tomorrow it's talking about faceless YouTube channel. No, you want to do that. Then somebody say AI automation is the next big thing. Now you're researching AI automation. Then somebody posts $10,000 a month from Etsy screenshot. Now you want to open an Etsy shop. Then somebody else say Etsy's oversaturated. So you close the tab. And before you know it, you have mentally started 15 businesses and physically started none. You cannot build momentum when you keep switching vehicles. At some point, you need to stay with something long enough to learn how it works. And I'm not telling you to blindly stick with something that clearly is not working. I'm saying give something a fair chance, because beginners sometimes quit doing the part where everybody is supposed to be bad. Your first product may not be amazing. Your first video might get 17 views. Your first post might get 3 likes. That doesn't automatically mean you pick the wrong side hustle. Sometimes it means you are on day 12 of something that takes time to learn. There's a difference between something not working and something not working yet. And you need enough time in the game to figure out which one it is. So if you're listening to this podcast and you have been trying to decide what side hustle to start, I want to give you a little challenge. For the next 7 days, stop looking for new side hustle ideas. Seriously, no more 50 side hustle nobody is talking about. No more 10 passive income ideas for beginners. No more make $500 a day doing this. You already have enough ideas. Look at the ideas that you have already saved and choose one. Not the one that somebody told you make the most money. Not necessarily the trendiest one. Choose the one that makes sense to you. Think about it. What skills do I already have? What do people naturally ask for help with? What could I realistically work on with the time I have? What am I curious enough about to keep learning? What could I start without putting myself under pressure or unnecessary financial pressure? And the most important part, what am I willing to actually try? Then take one small action, not 25 action, one. Create the account, outline the product, make the sample, write the listing, record the video, create the portfolio, send the pitch, buy the domain. Whatever the first real step is for you, take it. Because I want you to understand you don't have to start big, but you just have to start. And I think sometimes we underestimate how powerful that is. You're not trying to predict exactly what your life will look like 5 years from now. You're simply creating another option, another skill, another income stream, another asset, another door you can open if you ever need it. And maybe you never need it. Wouldn't that be a good problem to have? Maybe your career continues beautifully. Wouldn't that be a good problem to have? Now you have your career and something else. Or maybe that little side project becomes something you love. Maybe it grows. Maybe one day it gives you choices you never expected to have. That's the goal. Options. So I'll leave you with this question today. Do you really need another side hustle idea? Or do you need to finally choose one of the ideas you already have? Think about it and then go do something with the answer. My name is Sobrina. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today on the Mindful Side Hustle podcast. If this episode made you think of somebody who have been talking about starting a side hustle for the last 6 months, but still hasn't started one, send this episode to them. And if that somebody is you, I'm talking to you too. Pick one, start small, build your plan B before you need it. And I'll talk to you guys in the next episode.
Money, 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 from the laptop to the balcony. Money, 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 queen of the side hustle, that's me. Mindful side hustle. We getting this money every Monday.